George Young, out here on the Mississippi River today, out here with Ron Presley, and I've taught Ron how we bump the river today. And Ron said the technique I showed him and the way I explained, he picked it up really quick, and he's done really good today. So I'll kind of show you what I showed Ron. When I bring somebody out the first time on the river, we use a three-way rig, which I always use a three-way, but the way I rig it with a new guy, I'll put a little bigger weight, and I like to use a round weight because the round weight gets a lot more contact with the bottom, and that makes it easier for the guy to feel the bottom. And the bigger the weight, the easier he can feel. And the way I explained to Ron, when you're drifting the Mississippi River, for all the new guys coming and you want to learn to bounce, you want to use a three-way, and you want to put your weight in line with your main line. And the reason this is, when you're bumping the river, the weight is what you're wanting to feel. And if you've got it in line with the braid, then you can feel the river a lot better than if I had it off to the side. It would be hard for me to keep that weight in line with the main line and feel the bump. So basically, a new guy on the river, you want to go with a little heavier weight than what it would normally take for the area you're in, and that'll give you a good start to feel the bottom of that river. And just lift it, lower it, lift it, lower it. Every time it bumps, hit the bottom, you lift it back up, and you just bump it down the river. If you go off a ledge, you'll lose it. You may need to let line out to get it back to the bottom. If you come up a ledge, you'll want to take some line up, to get it back on the bottom. That's just something that takes practice. And like I said, Ron picked it up today. Within about 4 hours, he was a pro, in my opinion. But anyway, the hook leader, we use about a 24 to 30 inch hook leader. And when you're bumping the river, the weight will be in line with the main line, bump the river, and the hook will be down here, just free drifting. And pretty much that's the technique that I use bumping the river, and I know that's a technique that a lot of the other guys use bumping the river. And I think if you'll just do it, work on it, work at it, practice, anybody can learn this technique, and it's very successful.